This rock on the water is our most recent cave-in. Happened just last week. It's rare to see it happen this late into the year. It usually happens in the very early springtime, and most of it are caused by the frost action. What happens when water gets into cracks and crevices and freezes, it'll expand, act like a wedge, and it'll pop off the softer layer of rock. They're also caused by the undercutting of the shoreline. What happens is the waves will carve out the base of the cliff and create an overhang, and eventually that overhang will collapse into the water, and that's what happened here. Through here, it's the second of our beaches. It's called Mosquito Beach, also known as Mosquito Harbor. Ironically, it's a favorite going camping spot for those backpackers with the Lakeshore Trail. Mosquito Beach became famous in the year 1940 for the large ore carrier called the Sparta running around here. This is the Sparta ran so far down onto the beach, but the deck members can see the center of those caves. If we look on top of the cliff, we'll look at these little bushes. They're actually old stunted trees. What happens in the wintertime, the waves will crash up against the cliff, the spray will get up on top, and by midwinter there'll be 3 feet of ice up there. It pretty much stunts their growth. And our next point of interest is one of our more popular ones. It will be on both sides of the boat. It will be on the left-hand side first, then the right. And you follow the shoreline down, you'll notice an archway. That's called the Lover's Leap. I wouldn't recommend to jump off of that, no matter how much you think you're in love. This is Rainbow Cave. If we're close to the mouth of Rainbow Cave, you notice that groundwater seepage falling from the ceiling of it and into the lake. Almost like it's raining inside of Rainbow Cave. Now that groundwater does run year round, and it creates huge colorful icicles in the wintertime. This large rock pile in the water was last year's major cave-in. It happened in late winter, early spring of 2023. It's one of the largest cave-ins we've had in the past 50 years. And our next point of interest is the point directly in front of the boat. It's a little hard to see on the return trip, so we'll be showing both sides. Get the left-hand side first, then the right. It's a profile of a face, and you can kind of see why the Native Americans who once canoed through here were quite frightened of his presence. Gitche Manitou, they used to call him, or the Great Spirit. That way some people see it. His chin's at the water level. Go halfway up, there's a large rock outcropping, that's his nose. His forehead slants back into the trees, and the trees as the headdress. He's almost three-dimensional. Kind of see a jawline, cheekbone, maybe near. This large archway is known as Grand Portal. According to government charts, Grand Portal is the highest rock formation on the Butcher Rocks, standing at 208 feet high. The formation itself used to be much larger. It used to be a series of caves and caverns. This all connected to Grand Portal, the extent of the boat is now, covering an additional 6 acres. But that came crashing down in 1902. The caving you see underneath the archway most likely came down about 30 years ago. You see a small water kayak through there. Now you pretty much have a rock climb. immediately ahead of the boat is known as the Battleship. Take a left turn on into the lake. When we do take a pass the bow of the Battleship, you'll see what we call Battleship Row. Its sterns are back ends of several of the old-time sailing vessels on that row on the beach. Well, there's the beach. And here they come now, Battleship Row.
Much better.
This next formation is kind of hard for somebody to pick out. It's called a broken flower base coming up on the right. Picture the trees as the flowers and the rock as the base. The base has a narrow waist, there's center with a flared bottom and a chip on the top right hand corner. Some people from the Detroit area say it looks a lot like the Stanley Cup. I'm surprised I remember what the Stanley Cup looks like.
Stanley Cup.
This next formation is called the drums. Somewhat resemble bear's legs. There's a noise go along with these drums, saying a wave 20 feet high comes crashing into it. Some people say it sounds a lot like thunder.
Wow, this is so close.
To survive, the only way it gets its water and its nutrients are from its roots that hang over to the mainland. See those roots quite easily hang on the left-hand side. Used to be a stone archway supporting those roots, but that came crashing down over 70 years ago. Yet the tree lives on. Despite its natural beauty, Spray Falls is also the site of one of the earliest and worst maritime disasters on Lake Superior. The side-wheel passenger vessel, ironically named the Superior, lost its rudder and its capabilities to maneuver in an October snowstorm in 1856, crashed up against the cliffs and broke into pieces. Some people say there's still pieces of the Superior in the bottom lake in front of Spray Falls, but in reality it's all been washed away by the wind and waves. The coast here extends for one more mile, then it turns to a sand beach called 12 Mile Beach, and some points away off in the distance. It's called Ensemble Point. Past Ensemble Point's a small village of Grand Marais. If you ever make it over to Grand Marais, you miss the sand dunes over there, called the Grand Ensemble Dunes. They extend some 300 feet above the lake.